Hello everybody, this is Burgback coming to you with another Starcraft 2 commentary. Today's matchup, we will have Lalush spawning as the red Zerg on the left side of Metalopolis, and his opponent will be none other than LiquidRet spawning as the blue Zerg on the right side of the map. And I just want to say Happy New Year to everybody out there. This is my first cast for the new year, and I just want to say hi to all my subscribers, all my viewers out there. Really nice seeing you. I hope I can do a lot more in the new year. I know I've been a little lax lately, but you know what? The new year's here, and I've made a resolution to be a little bit more content heavy on my channel for all of you. So I hope you know, the best for you all this year. And again, this is Metalopolis. They're spawning across from each other. You know, that is the ideal situation here, and I think this is now default on the Blizzard maps for the latter, especially on this map. Blizzard has gotten a lot of flack for that when this new season was coming out, so they were making sure that this happened, of course, and with BlizzCon, because I know there was a lot of that going on with BlizzCon, and all the major tournaments were doing that. So you know, now we're seeing that happen, and that's great. You know, just being able to see that kind of action coming in here. Now this is a ZvZ. I don't think I've casted a ZvZ in a while. I'd have to go back into my archive and just kind of have a look at that. I didn't look at that before I cast this, but you know, I thought this would be a great way just to open up the new year, have a nice little epic ZvZ. You know, sometimes they don't go that far. Sometimes they only go you know, into Zerglings and the Banelings, and that's about it. We'll see if these two players will be doing that as well, as we see Lalush going for that fast expand and Rhett doing that as well. So nothing really out of the ordinary here. They're both basically doing the same kind of build order. You see that Rhett is a little bit ahead on the count here, but you know, nothing too big of a difference here. We do see Lalush going for that spawning pool just a hair before Rhett would. But you know, this map here definitely favors the Zerg player, and of course they're both Zerg players, but you know, you notice the expand right here, and being able just to kind of go around here and expand right away, you know, that really favors the Zerg player. Now, of course, ZvZ, it kind of favors both. And you know, these players are both really high level, you know, pro players, and you can kind of see, you know, they're pretty much on the same build right now, just economic wise. You know, of course, Rhett just won ahead, but you know, that's about the only difference here. We do see Lalush now coming out with a couple Zerglings, probably going to scout a little bit with that. He is, of course, scouting with his Overlords, does see that expand. Nothing really too out of the ordinary here. You know, both of them are seeing that they're both expanded. So they're both going for, you know, a little bit more of an economic build. And that's great, you know. And going for two queens now on both sides, and the metabolic boost coming out for Rhett. So he's going to have a little bit of a speed advantage, you know, by what? Like 7 seconds. Nothing too major here. Again, high-level Zerg players, you're not going to see a whole lot of different build here in the beginning. They know each other's, you know, play styles. They've been around the community long enough. You know, not much to be said here, as Lalush starting to go in here with his four Zerglings, sorry. And this queen just kind of saying, "Hey, how you doing?" Pulling out, pulling out the drones. And, you know, Lalush is trying to do a little bit of damage. He's not really in it for, you know, the long haul. He is in it for the long haul. What am I talking about? These Zerglings are not really in it for the long haul, I should say. They're coming in, getting as much information as they can, since, of course, that Overlord did not get into the space. Rhett is a little over his supply now. I think he might have had an Overlord go in there a little too much. But again, you know, now we got some Zerglings coming out for Rhett. Rhett now going in. We have the Baneling Nest down, and Lalush is not far behind him on the Baneling Nest. Have that front spine crawler out just as Rhett is doing that as well. So they're both pretty much building the same here. We're going to see if they're able to do, you know, and Rhett doing the same exact thing. Kind of just getting in here, trying to see what, if anything, there is inside of Lalush's base. Of course, he was not able to get up here to do any kind of scouting. I do not believe. Yeah, as we see here, he did not get in there. And Lalush just kind of scouting around. You know, he does have a lot of Zerglings up in the front now here, going for an aggressive stance, just kind of getting in here and seeing. Banelings now being morphed in on both sides. Lalush, of course, having 3, 4. 3, sorry, to Rhett's 4 that are being morphed in now. So we are basically at a Baneling game. We've now morphed to the next level of ZvZ. From the Zergling to the Baneling. Baneling's now coming in here. Nice explosions there from Rhett, as Rhett able to get all of those Zerglings out pretty much that were in there. And the Spine Crawler going for another kill on that. As that, oh, I think we only lost one there, but you know what? That Zergling in there going in and killing the ones that were exploded a little bit. Just that bile of poison just coming in here and doing a nice amount of damage. And Lalush able to get in here as well and get a little bit of scouting with that one Zergling while everybody was down here doing some damage. So, you know, Rhett now, Evolution Chamber, Roach Warren coming down for Rhett, so he's going to wall off a little bit, making sure that those Banelings just don't come in openly. As Lalush sending one Baneling up to the top, and it does explode and kill 3 of Red's Zerglings. Red, of course, seeing this expand as Red is expanding as well, and it's basically just back and forth right now, and we'll see what happens once these Roach Warrens come out and see how the tide of war will change on both sides. Right now, Lalush looking a little bit scary here, but you know, this wall is now up. The semi-wall, I should say, is now up. Going after that Zergling. Zergling going down. Queen doing some kind of attack here as Lalush now sending his Zerglings into the main base. Going to be going after a little bit of the drones, but taking out maybe one drone and getting right out of there. Kind of like a hit and run here right now from Lalush. Lalush now getting out, taking some Zerglings with him, but you know what? Rhett's like, you know what? We're going to wait. Oh, no, we are not. We are bringing in some, and looks like Rhett just sending 2 back out just to kind of scout, see what was going to be coming on its way, as we now have more Zerglings coming in to Lalush's base. Lalush is ready for that. He does have some Banelings, and Rhett just splitting up a little bit. Oh, that is not cool at all. All those Zerglings going bye-bye for Rhett, as Rhett now having his Zerglings' tails between his legs. I think they have tails. It might be metaphorically saying this. But the Zerglings now falling back for Rhett, as Lalush now coming down into the south, going in here. But you know what? This one Baneling, one poor little Baneling is more morphing in now, going to try and maybe killing 2 Zerglings of Lalush, and getting those Banelings down. Really nice, able to get that out. And it looks like a little bit of a war here going on between Lalush and Rhett, as Rhett is going to be going down here, you know, bringing in a couple more Roaches, but that's about it, as these Roaches are getting encompassed a little bit, but more, of course, Roaches on the way. And this Queen, going down, and Lalush able to take that Queen out. That's a big, big hit for Rhett right now, being able to get that taken out. And Rhett able to hold that off for now, of course, but, you know, just building up a mass amount of Roaches. Of course, we see both sides going for Roaches, going for the reconstitution, and, you know, it's just building up now what looks to be a Roach-on-Roach army. Burrow coming into play as well for Rhett. Really good idea there, because, you know, when you have all these guys and you have that rapid regeneration while burrowed, you know, that's great. You know, you get in underground, able to regenerate health, pop right back up and do some damage right away. That's always good to have. And Lalush is kind of sending out now, of course, Rhett able to see all of this, seeing the Roaches, seeing the Zerglings, and Rhett deciding, you know what, you're going to attack me, I'm going to attack you. And of course, since they both have vision on both sides, and fourth base coming out for Lalush here as well. And of course, Rhett has no idea it's coming up here, but you know what? Rhett's coming up into this northern base. One lone Baneling in here to do a little bit of splash damage if we can get up there, but Rhett deciding to run away just a little bit, as he decides to take the low ground instead. And it looks like Lalush is going to be ready for this. Look at all these Banelings here, folks. Oh my goodness. As we go into the big screen here, big fight, Rhett deciding to back away, as these Banelings definitely scaring him a little bit, but of course this Roach army as well doing that for him. So we're going to see these guys come up here, and you know what? I preemptively took that out. Look at those Banelings go out, target firing them just a little bit, trying to explode them. Really good job by Rhett there to get those guys taken care of. And Lalush, of course, running away as well. and burrowing. There we go. There's that burrow that we were talking about earlier, and you see their health just coming up right away, and these Zerglings just kind of sitting here and waiting for these roaches to come back up for some air. And these roaches up here getting in here, doing a good amount of damage, getting those getting those drones out of the way, of course, and again burrowing those roaches, able to do a little bit of damage there to that. And we have more roaches and Zerglings coming up into the base of base of Ludo. Big battle going on, roach on roach, spitting the venom back and forth, and the Queen doing some nice healing there. It looks like Lalush able to hold that off. The nice line as more roaches coming in on both sides of the battle, and we see the nice line there of Rhett and the nice line there of Lalush, and Lalush again being able to push Rhett back, able to defend that with ease, as you know, we are now pushing more towards Rhett's side, but again, we are closer to Lalush's base. Lalush can rebuild his units a little faster and get those units out into his force a little bit faster than Rhett because of where they are location-wise. And it looks like Lalush able to hold off Rhett pulling back, and strangely bringing a few units up on the long way. But of course, I think that's because they came from here and they went the long way around, and Rhett just losing some units. Oh, this is not bad. Good. I think these guys were... Oh, that's not good. I think they were rallied to that spot. We do have some Zerglings, of course, coming up here now, and we have a fully functional base. You know, not really getting anything yet, but a fully functional base. As these two roaches coming up and Zerglings coming in, but Lalush able to come back with a couple roaches and able to defend ease, and bringing up even more roaches to safeguard this expansion. He is getting ready to come back up and just go to town on what Rhett has left up here in the north. And, you know, again, I don't think Rhett knows about this base at all, so Lalush has a little bit of a lead here. Able to do that. We have Lalush going, oh, here we go. They're coming back up from the burrow and going to be taken out. He was just waiting for that to happen, and now he can happily get out of his expansion here and do some attacking. Rhett, though, already on the offensive, coming up north with his roaches. And we'll just watch these guys humbly walk up ever so sluggishly off the creep, as, of course, Lalush will be noticing this soon enough from his observers, his overseers, and starting to come up north, getting ready to take this expansion. But all these roaches going to be sitting here ready to do some attacking, and we look at the HP on these guys, and this might be the end. As we look at this battle going off here, as Rhett just trying to do what he can here, and there's the GG from Rhett, as he knows he's not able to get past Lalush's roaches. So really good game here played. I'm kind of sad that it didn't go past just heavy roach play. You know, maybe could have done some air and things like that. Of course, you did see that the Lalush was up for a bigger upgrade. He was definitely ahead on upgrades from Rhett. So, again, great game. It was a little action-packed. That's great. You know, I love ZvZs that have a little bit of action. You know, they were going back and forth. They had, a lot of map control here in the center. They weren't really having anything they could shoot up in the air, which was kind of a shame, you know, trying to shut down some vision. Of course, Lalush having this base here, of course, he wasn't doing a whole lot with that yet. He was making roaches off of that mostly, but, you know, he did have this base up and running in case he needed to go to it. You know, it just, Lalush, this was Lalush's game, it looked like the whole time. Rhett wasn't able to really penetrate past this point here. So, guys, if you want to have specific games, please make sure to email them to me. My email is on my my YouTube channel, and you know, make sure to email that as burgback@gmail.com. If you like this, please make sure to hit the thumbs up. You know, constructive criticism down below. Anything goes. I take anything seriously that you put out there. I do like to read comments from my viewers. And if you want to have certain matchups, please let me know down below too. If you have a certain replay, again, email them to me at burgback@gmail.com. I will have a look at them, and I will start trying to get content out, hopefully a couple times a week. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please make sure to subscribe if you're not. See you guys next time. Take care.